thought, when Lily came back from her frequent rounds through the club, chatting at tables and settling bills. Sitting down, she tossed her black hair over her strong shoulders. Next to her bone-thin dancers, she was sturdy and lump-kneed, yet her eyes moved faster than their limbs ever could. I confided in Lily my guess that a flower company must be behind the garlands. She laughed and called over a waiter holding an order form. "Which of the dancers do you like?" she said. "I think they're all wonderful." "That's very polite, but which one do you like best?" "Oh." "Just choose one." "But how?" "By their numbers." She pointed out the small tags on their tasselled waists that were inscribed with 3-digit numbers. "Tell me your number." I did by picking the one closest to us. The waiter noted my choice and sprinted to the bar, where he had the order form stamped. Triplicates were filed and registered, a bureaucratic ritual that might be the only communist legacy here. The form was handed to another waiter, who picked up a garland on his way to the stage. A well-practiced sports drill unfolded like a relay run. The whole routine took no more than 30 seconds, from our table to the waiter hunkering down by the edge of the stage waiting for the right moment when the dancers were not gyrating or cartwheeling. Then he was off. He made eye contact with my choice, threw the flowers around her neck, and in the same motion swiveled around to point out our table in the dark auditorium, before vanishing, replaced already by another waiter. The dancer nodded a mid-motion "thank you" in our direction. "This is how the club makes money," Lily said. "You'll have to pay for the hua you just ordered for that dancer." The guests were charged $10 per reusable garland. You could send multiples, but Lily had been kind enough to put me down for only one. The dancers shared the fee with the club, she said. "Is it a tip?" "If you like." "And do they make much?" That all depended. When newly minted tycoons visited the club, the dancers could earn more in an evening than their parents did in a year. One such tycoon was Lai Changxing, the reason I had come to Lily's club. He was well known here, a regular. Everyone was familiar with his transformation from a rice farmer into one of the country's richest and most powerful men, all without joining the Communist Party. I had heard his story while travelling around China as a journalist in 1999, and it came to obsess me. My timing could have been better. Lai had just fallen out with the authorities and was a fugitive. Still, I sought out people who had known him. The first few I met by chance, mostly friends and associates of his. Soon I began to follow them across the country. They ascribed all manner of feats to him, thought him a visionary, a revolutionary even, or a crook of epic proportions, a bandit king. They could never quite agree. On his first visit to Lily's club, she said, Lai had everyone's attention immediately. Before he ordered his first garland, the dancers knew he was no mere construction bureau official doling out gongguan, public money, or a hinterland shopkeeper frittering away a meagre inheritance. Lai asked for a bottle of Hennessy XO cognac costing close to $1,000, an urban worker's annual salary, to play drinking games. He replaced weighty decanters and polished beakers with bourbon shot glasses, which he filled until they overflowed, swallowing the mud-brown liquor in one and washing it down with Qingdao beer. The effect was even more electrifying on the wait staff, the management, or the dancers than the hangers-on for whom he was pouring drinks. A sixth sense for money, which none of their parents had had, trilled louder than the off-stage band. "Men like Lai always order Hennessy XO cognac," Lily said. In modern China, the letters XO were synonymous with free-spending indulgence, supreme wealth, and previously unattainable aspirations. Restaurants offered special XO soy sauces at stupendous extra cost. The hyper-ambitious adopted XO as initials on their business cards, and companies incorporated XO into their name before listing on the stock market. For all this, the French luxury group LVMH was responsible, owners of the Hennessy brand. When he came to the club, Lai sat on a sofa close to the stage, surrounded by XO bottles, dressed in an XO suit, with his XO limousine outside and XO aftershave in the air. There could be no mistaking his status. Lily watched him from the back of